Hey guys, welcome to another date with Dahlia. Here with me, I have Sasha, and she is a finalist in the Miss Cosmo Pageant, which, if you didn't know, is an international pageant. I'm really happy to have you here, Sasha. How are you doing?
I'm feeling very good, and I'm actually very excited to be here on your podcast. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I feel as though you are one of the girls to watch. And I was like, let's have her on the podcast and talk pageantry. A lot of the times you don't find old heads and young heads pairing.
Yes.
And it's time that we mesh because I've been in pageantry for about 5 years now. And correct me if I'm wrong, but is this your first pageant?
Yes, this is my first pageant. Miss Cosmo is my first step onto the national and international stage with pageantry, and I hope it goes very well.
Yeah, and I really hope so for you too. You're young, intelligent, and you have your entire career ahead of you. So tell me, and I can hit you with the big one first.
Okay.
Why Miss Cosmo?
I decided to participate in the Miss Cosmo pageant because I always wanted to do a pageant. I was like, Sasha, before you turn 25, you have to get a pageant in. That was before I actually wanted to go to Miss World first, but they have age limits for Miss World.
Yes.
But when I saw Miss Cosmo and I saw that it's a new pageant and they have the chance to do something great in pageantry because we've been seeing with a lot of big pageants that the girls, a lot of title holders are saying it's not the best treatment, things aren't going as well as they may seem on social media. I thought Miss Cosmo's a new pageant and they have the chance to revolutionize the way we see pageantry and to actually treat girls with respect and to give them a platform to speak about their programs and the things that they want to do rather than just being pretty.
Yeah.
And selling a product, taking away from the business side of it, but actually going into the philanthropic side, into helping people. So I thought, Miss Cosmo's new. Let me try it, and let's see what Miss Cosmo Guyana has to offer.
Absolutely. And Sasha, real, I like that you're a real one because you called it as it is.
Yes.
A lot of the local franchises on the national leg before you go to international, you find that there's so many complaints from the girls about how they're treated, how they're being used as like marketing pushers for brands instead of looking at what it is, which is really, for me, the purpose of pageantry is a platform. What you can get on that platform to do, it varies. I mean, it could be sport, it can be mental health, it can be holistic education, but you need to get up there and do something.
Yes.
So tell me, what makes your heart set ablaze?
So what makes me set ablaze is my project, Marisha's Legacy. Now, a little emotional story, but Marisha's Legacy was founded off of the loss of my mother. Little backstory.
Give me both your hands.
Hold my hand quick. It's not something I try to say as something to bring me down, but rather something that has lifted me up. But I left Guyana when I was very young. I was born in Guyana. Yes, I am Guyanese. To all the people who might think, oh, she got a little accent, and oh, she's not
twang.
Guyanese. Yes, I'm still very much Guyanese. But I left Guyana when I was young. My mom wanted a better life, like most people do, for their families, and we moved to the Bahamas. But a few years in, I was 9. I sadly lost my mom to femicide. And it was hard for me. It was really, really hard. I was young. I was in a different place. I didn't have family. I ended up getting adopted and I moved to the States. It was really hard for me. And
That's
it was,
a lot.
Yeah, I found a hard time like settling into the culture because Caribbean culture and American culture are completely different. So it took a while for me to adjust and to make friends and to fit in and to feel like, I was pretty and that I belonged and this was who I was.
Yeah.
And a big thing that saved me was sports. I've always loved sports. I used to be a cheerleader. I played basketball. I did track and field. Sports were always my thing. And simply having a sport to go to after school was something that really, really helped my mental health, really made me feel better.
Oh, yeah. Balances out.
Yes. It was a big thing. Even in COVID, when school closed completely, I still had sports. I would do my classes online every day,
Yeah.
and then skateboard to practice. And literally, I was like, oh my gosh, I can be outside and, be connected with people. And it was really what helped me. So from those experiences, I learned the importance of having mentors and having balance in your life because of how much it can help not only your physical health, but your mental health. So that was what inspired me to start Marisha's Legacy, not only in honor of my mother, but in hope of empowering the youth of Guyana through the things that helped me.
Sasha, I really got to tell you that your mom is proud of you. And
I hope so.
no, I'm serious because the fact that you are taking on this hard task, it is really hard to stand on a stage and look at people and say, hey, I know you think that you're the best thing since sliced bread, but there's some things in your life that you can change, and this is how you can change it.
Yes.
Which is what you're using your platform for. I mean, sport is something that challenges your everyday. You get up, you go on TikTok, you scroll, you got to walk, you come back, you scroll. But sport encourages you to connect with other people. And I'm telling you, like, your spirit is burning so bright and your mom is living through you. And all of the things that she probably wasn't able to experience, you are. And I think that that's so beautiful. Like, oh, my heart. And you know what else?
Keep the tears from falling.
No, come roll up. Makeup artist trick. Look up and do a haul in like it's a big dirty coal. Like, there we go. It works every time. I tell my clients that. But you know what, Sasha? And I really don't want to make you more emotional, but this is something that I gotta hold this like a support animal because this thing really bothered me. There is a femicide happening right now in our country and nobody is talking about it. And I understand that it's such a sensitive season where the skin, your skin color, when you say certain things, people can think that you're aligned. But I really feel as though right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter who's doing it. And there is something so wrong mentally with, and I'm going to say this, both men and women. And I'll tell you why. If you knock me 3 and 4 times and I stay, there is something wrong with me. And then if you knock me 3 and 4 times and then you go on and do it 6, 8, and 7, there's something wrong on both ends of the field. Yes. Why are men thinking that they're in control of someone else's life? And why are women thinking, I'm not in control to leave? And I know that must hit you on so many cards because it's happening on a rampant basis. And I ask myself, ain't nobody gonna address it?
Yeah. I feel like it's a big culture thing in Guyana. I feel like that I've noticed with
man and woman story, left them alone. But what happens when someone dies?
That's exactly my point. That is something that it really breaks my heart because when my mom died, the neighbors heard her,
screaming for help.
Yes, and they were like, "Oh, not my business." And I always think to myself, "Well, what if somebody cared enough to
say it is my business? Someone else's life,
you
is my
literally
business."
Could have saved someone else's life. Simple, and it could have changed my life. Like, it's also a ripple effect. It's not only that one life that is lost that one day, but all the other lives that are impacted from it. So it's really tough, but at the same time, you can't blame people because they have to protect themselves too, especially if a victim isn't really helping themselves. Like,
it's such a weird, sensitive scale.
It is.
But I'm pretty sure that it needs to come to a point where you care about your mati like you care about yourself. I feel as though Guyana long ago, when I was growing up, it was such a society where I walk in with a boy, best believe me, they ever grab me by my ears and be like, hello, you feel yourself, big man?
Yes.
They see me in an uncomfortable situation, they bump in the person like, hey, you see there's a little girl. And now I feel like we got so caught up with what we call development that we're so far removed from each other that nobody's looking out for the children. And really and truly, you got to target the children, which is why I'm so proud of what you're doing, because things like sport, things like holistic education, give them something to look forward to other than just what they think love is.
Yes.
Because a lot of the times when we're young, what we think love is not love. So tell me about one of the projects that you're planning.
Yes, so I actually wanted to work along with the youth of a karate society and go and have a workshop with them to properly mentor these young people, to have them know not only about self-worth, but things outside of that, things with the environment, sustainability, teaching them how to love themselves, all these things encapsulated in one to make you like a fully well-rounded, better human being overall. And also to teach proper behaviors. I think that's a very important
emotional regulation
of breaking these negative cycles. We need to teach people to recognize certain things and how to break these cycles of trauma that we seem to keep getting caught up, that just keeps going longer, that doesn't solve the issue.
Yeah, because I feel like what happens to your nation when the human resource has been mentally depleted? And I feel like we don't teach emotional regulation at all. You get vexed, you drink up the rum, you cuss up, you get on bad, and then you think that sorry is going to somehow erase that.
And that's if you get a sorry. That's if you get the sorry. You might just get some cooked food the next day and keep it moving. That's if you get a sorry.
And I don't like that. Time pass and silence is not an apology. And an apology is nothing without change behavior. So I really feel as though get clacked that tea.
Yes.
I really feel as though what you're pushing for is necessary. And you know what I feel like? You do not only do grassroots, in my opinion, on things that are pretty to the public. You gotta target the ugly stuff.
Yes.
You gotta target the ugly stuff. What age group are you targeting?
I've personally wanted to work more with the younger people of Guyana because I believe, you need to invest in the youth to have a proper future.
Yeah.
But it's not only limited to that. I think it's as important as you just said. You need to target everyone, women who are older who can still be saved. I don't think there's an age limit to deciding that you want to change.
Yeah.
Change is when you decide you want to do it. And if you're 16, you decide you want to change, you can do it. If you're 10, you decide you want to change, you can do it. I think you just need proper guidance and support for when you decide to make that decision.
Absolutely, Sasha. And there's such a important hand wash hand, make hand come clean.
Yes.
And that's the vibe that we need to really push forward into society. Because with women, we think that, she set in her ways, this and that, she left in the man.
Yeah.
But the reality is that maybe she just needs a little push. And sometimes her sending her daughter to one of your training sessions and her daughter coming home with a big change behavior and the daughter looking at mom like, Mommy, I know that this really ain't right long time, but now I have the tools and the words to express myself. And adults learn from children more than we know.
Yes.
I can definitely tell you this. I'm inviting you to my summer camp. It's our 7th year. It's called Youth Development Guyana. And we focus on things like holistic education. And I think you're going to love it there. So a lot of the times, I find that I learn so much from these children.
Right.
And we really, really, really don't focus on that. That children have so much to teach us as adults. So I have a fun game for you.
Okay.
It's this or that. But you gotta answer quick. There's no papa setting thing. No. No papa setting thing. So we're doing this or that, okay? Yes. And based on the conversation we've had, I'm gonna choose from these things. So it's gonna be hard. All right?
Right.
Okay. Corporate body or island girl?
Island girl any day.
Period.
Please. I love my corporate job. I'm a marketing executive. I work at a broadcasting station, and I love the fact that I get to connect with my clients. That's something I love. I love talking to people. I love helping people. So the fact that I get to do that through my job is amazing. Mm-hmm. But island girl any day. I love the beach. I love the water. I love having fun. I love the sun, tanning, curly hair, everything.
Period. Let me outside, and I not even want to see my phone. Me want to know what time it is. Just give me. I'm from Bartica, so give me the Golden Beach and give me some sun, and I'm good to go.
Yes.
All right.
Dream day.
Lip gloss or lipstick? That's too easy, but answer anyway.
Lipstick.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would have pinned you as a gloss girl. Why lipstick?
I think it just pulls a look together more than lip gloss. If I'm barefaced, I'm not putting anything on. But when I decide to put on makeup, I need the look to be complete. A nice, good matte lipstick.
Yeah.
Always going to do
Your
it. Your
eyeshadow is popping. I really like it.
So is yours.
Period. That's what I do for a job. Book me. Book me.
Book her.
There we go. So I have a harder one. Marvel or anime?
Ugh, Marvel. I'm not an anime girly.
What is Japanese and manga do you, girl? You never watched Studio Ghibli?
No. Okay.
House Moving Castle?
I'm going to have the most basic answer. I've watched one anime other than Avatar: The Last Airbender, which love that. But I know sometimes people don't consider that anime. I watched Attack on Titan. And I loved it. I tried to watch Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
I couldn't really get into it. The first episode, I was like,
come on,
I don't really like it. But I loved Attack on Titan. That was amazing.
That was 10 out of 10.
But it was just to take that step from there into more anime that never connected for me.
You throw Bailey in the water. You just do it like a little.
Just a little
tops. That is it. Just a little tops. Okay. This final one is going to be the hardest one. Teach a child a new way of thinking or lecture adults.
Teach a child a new way of thinking.
Why?
I can't remember the exact quote, but it's a quote by Confucius, and it's something about educating our youth because they're the plants that are going to grow in the future.
Yeah.
And it's not to say I'm giving up on older people or that they're not worth a chance. That's not true at all. Everybody deserves a chance. But to me, I find it better. I could connect better with younger people.
Yeah, me too.
And I find it might be easier for me to do personally work with the youth because I can teach what I've experienced and I can teach from what I know.
Yeah.
Maybe to someone older might not resonate the same way, but it's worth a try. But I personally like younger people.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, over the past 7 years that I've been working, I feel as though younger people, they really absorb
They're
the
more
information
willing
well.
too sometimes.
Absolutely.
Sometimes older people, they don't really want to give you a chance.
Yeah, but here, give it a chance. Learn something new.
Give it a
Ask yourself
chance.
if this is a Guyana you really want to grow old in, and if not, change something about the way you interact, the things you find funny and allow. Because the things we find funny to me are the things that are really tearing our country down socially. I mean, it's really not funny that women are dying every day, and we really got to change things up. Pull up your partner, tell your friend, yo, chill. Like, put down the bottle.
Yep.
Maybe go and get some therapy. Go
And
to
stop
rehab.
normalizing toxic behaviors. Like, that's just a big thing that's done here. Simple things that the way you talk to people. Like, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah,
and
hollering up on people.
there's
What
some
is
things
it?
I won't let him say to me. I don't care if it's normal to you or if it's how Guyanese people are. Keep it for the other people. Don't bring it to me.
And keep it for no one. Like, just stop. Just stop.
Yeah, don't normalize things that if it doesn't like make you feel okay, you know what I mean? You feel like that underlying discomfort.
Yeah.
Then it's not okay. Don't force yourself to be okay with it.
Sasha, you are smart and very socially aware. But you know what? I really cannot have us go without you sharing a message. I know that there are a lot of young people that are looking at your journey and a lot of people who look at my podcast.
Yes.
And I really want you to like stare them dead in the face. And there we go. And share a message with them that may feel uncomfortable at first, but you never know whose life you're going to save.
To any young person that's watching this, I would always want to say and encourage you to be the change that you want to see in the world. And I know that that may seem cliche or it might seem corny, but genuinely, you never know who's watching you, like you just said. And you never know the change that you can make on someone's life by the smallest action. Something as simple as complimenting someone that you see on the road. Oh, you look nice today. Oh, your hair looks nice today. I always try to compliment people because you never know the day that they're having, and you never know how your kind words can change someone's path.
Yeah.
And take it even further, how your kind actions can help someone else. So I always say that, we always say, oh, we want Guyana to be this great big country. We want all these wonderful things. And Guyana is already great. It's a wonderful place. But we want to see so much development. But are we putting in the work to get to where we want to be?
Girl.
Or are we just hoping and wishing?
Girl.
We got to put in the work with these hopes and wishes.
You know when you go Barbados and you walk out on the street, every car is stopping for you.
Yes.
It's not a run across quick in case you get run over. And that is deeply embedded in the way that you treat people. Sasha, I am so thankful that you're here and that you're doing what you're doing because you got to keep all this greatness all cooped up. But it's going to be on the stage. And where is Miss Cosmo being kept this year?
We are having Miss Cosmo. It is going to be held on August 22nd at the Marriott Hotel.
Okay,
7 p.m.
awesome.
Be there.
And provided that you win, where's the international leg?
The international pageant is going to be in Vietnam in December. Yes. How
Vietnam?
How cool is that?
Yo, why
How
me
cool
sign
is
up
that?
for this pageant? What is it?
Cosmo 25, Cosmo 26. Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Twinkle, twinkle fingers.
Yes. But I'm very excited for the opportunity to go on stage. I think I'm competing against some incredibly talented girls.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very pageant OGs. They know what they're doing and they're going to bring flair to the competition. But I also feel that with my coaching and the preparation that I've had and that I'm continuing to do, that I am working hard to be on that level and not only be on that level, but top that level.
Period.
Because we want the crown.
Yeah, you
And
always go in
nothing
thinking
less.
you're going to
Yes.
win. And Sasha, you have a fire inside of you, and I want you to keep growing it. I'm really thankful to have this conversation with you. And I'd love to have you back on a date with Dahlia soon.
I would love to be here.
Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. I hope that you took something and not just hear it and do a video card and post it, but implement it into your life. And thanks for clicking. Make sure you subscribe and share it with somebody who needs to hear it.
Yes.
Bye.